Zombie apocalypse.
Good afternoon, applicants. Today is the schedule of your job panel interview. Time check, it's already 3 o'clock. So without further ado, I'll just give you a brief orientation about the mechanics, and we will now proceed with the interview proper. So I would like you to introduce to our panel of interviewers. We have Professor Calleja, our department chair in the BTB TED program. We also have Professor Nick Apin, the program advisor for the BTB TED Graphing Technology, and yours truly, the course facilitator and the program advisor of the set. So, for this activity, these three panel of interviewers will be the affiliated in Busit Laboratory High School. So, you're applying for a secondary TLE teacher in Busit Laboratory High School, headed by our principal, no other than Dr. Calleja. We also have Dr. Apin as the department chair of the TLE, and yours truly as the Busit Laboratory High School Employee Relations Officer. And you're the second batch of this activity. So we have Mr. Betago, Mr. Aileon, Mr. Delasco. We also have Miss Marciliana. The fifth one is Mr. Ariola, and the last is Miss Espiel. So I'll now turn over to the chair of this panel of interview activity. So Sir Chan.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kenji, and good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our applicants. Based on the record, we have we are expected to have 6 applicants for the second batch for the TLE. Hence, we only have 4. I am not so sure what happened to the 2 other applicants. Maybe they are not anymore interested with the position. Anyway, to begin with, each and every one of you will present your personal information and, of course, introduce to us. You're going to formally introduce yourselves to us as the interviewers. And after that, we will be giving some questions for you to answer. Okay? So to begin with, let's start with Ronel, followed by Mr. Ron Andre, then Miss Rosalyn, and Miss Jessa Estiel. Mr. Ronel, kindly fix your gadgets first. Nag-i-echo po kasi.
Sir Principal, I think nasa isang lugar sila. Together with Rosalyn and Ron Andre. Tama po.
Yes, po, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Ronald Bibitago. That's Bicol University College.
Mr. Bitago, wala po kami naririnig.
Okay na po, sir.
Yeah, much better.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Ronald Bibitago, graduated at Bicol University College of Industrial Technology. Thank you for inviting me for this interview for this position. I know and I'm confident that I have the skills and qualifications that are suitable for the position. I am a creative, I am a creative, fast learner, a good team worker, and a opportunity seeker. In the past years, I I gained achievements which improves my knowledges. Some examples of this are that I am an NC2 holder in electrical installation and maintenance, and I am a newly graduate of the Bicol University. I am the type of person who is always looking for the positive side of any situation. I am passionate and a dedicated individual, and I embrace change in a positive way, which brought myself in front of you all today. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, kindly proceed based doon sa pasunod-sunod na binanggit kanina ni Sir Principal.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Ron Andre Ailion. I finished my studies in Bicol University College of Industrial Technology electrical with the course of Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teachers Education, major in Electrical Technology. C8. In the year of 2019, I am NC2 passer of CSS and C2. I am a goal-oriented person and a hardworking, and I think these characteristics will help me to achieve more in this career. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. I am Rosin Marceliana, a fresh graduate of Bicol University College of Industrial Technology with a degree of Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teachers Education, major in Electrical Technology. Last 2019 to 2021, I worked as a part-time tutor here at Salvacion Daraga Albay, and 2001 to 2022, I worked as a sales staff at Converge FiberX company. And I am now ready to be part of this school, of your school, and be part of the success of every students that I will be handling. That's also.
Next, please.
Joshua po, sir.
Di ba kanina wala naman si Joshua?
Okay po. Good day po, sir. I am Jacel Espiel. I graduated with Bachelor of Technical Vocational Teacher Education, major in Electrical Technology of Bicol University. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be interviewed today. I am an attentive person and always willing to learn. I don't have any teaching experience other than being appointed to act as a teacher when I was in grade 8 and grade 10. That experience has brought me much learning, especially on on how to handle my classmates, giving instructions and supervision. I'm the type of person who always act as a positive role model, and I am a committed lifelong learner. I will make sure I take responsibility for my ongoing professional development. That's all po, sir.
And lastly, we have Joshua Ariola. Go ahead, Joshua.
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, sir. I am Joshua A. Ariola. I would describe myself as an industrious worker and specifically as a becoming a teacher. Um, I I am also a person who have the qualities and the ability to become a teacher in your school. And over the years, I experienced to work of being a teacher, and in doing that, I have many skills and abilities that enhance well, and hopefully, if you hire me, I will do my best to contribute to your school and also to bring positive feedback at your department, and also to help uh, and to bring breakthroughs to the students. Thank you very much.
Sir Chan. Thank you very much for introducing yourself, Sir Chan. Sige po.
Hello, Sir Nick. Can you hear me?
Yes po, sir. Yes po.
Yes, po. Okay, so I think I have some difficulty with my connection this time. Yet, I hope it is clear. Am I audible to the rest of you? Okay, so good afternoon once again, and thank you very much for introducing yourselves before the panel of evaluators for this interview. And I'd like to start the question with the first applicant, Mr. Ronel Volante Bitago. Hello, Ronel. How are you?
Okay, yes, sir.
May I request you then to kindly fix your audio since it's on an echo, okay? So that we don't have some difficulty. Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, better. Okay, so Ronel, my first question to you is, what strengths do you have that helps your teaching career?
My greatest, I consider the things that I consider as my strengths are that first is that I am a positive thinker. It is important in any aspects of life to be positive in life. Next is that I can manage groups that can and collaborate with each other. Also, I can adapt. I am adaptive to change, which enables me to keep the willingness to in learning new things. That's all, sir.
Relative to that, Ronel, were you able to experience um, hardships in any of your previous job or work?
Yes, sir. I experienced the I have experiencing difficulty in expressing my thoughts and ideas, especially in English language. But those experiences will I I serve that as my motivation in order for me to surpass it because I believe that learning everything is a learning experience. Therefore, those experiences, I hope that those experiences will turn my weaknesses into my strengths.
Ronel, I am just curious, how are you going to handle, language barriers between and among your students?
As I said sir, earlier, I am willing to learn new things, which is to increase my ability in vocabulary, mainly in English. I am open for improving myself and to acquire personal development that will help me to have an easy interaction with my students in the future.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ronel, for the responses. Sir Nick and Dr. Kench, do you have questions to Mr. Bitago?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for recognizing me. Sir Ronel Bitago, you're from?
San Jose Malilipit Albay po.
Okay, San Jose, Malilipot, Albay. Okay. So, Sir Ronel Bitago, what can you bring to our school that makes you unique?
I will contribute to the school that I am applying with my character and personality, because I know I have the skills and qualifications that will help to be effective in teaching and serving as a educator.
And to follow up, I'd like to know what's your perception dito if I let you rate or rank kung ano yung kailangan i-develop among the students. So you need to rank the affective domain, the cognitive domain, and the psychomotor domain. Ano yung kailangan unang ma-develop sa kanila?
For me, I choose the cognitive and the psychomotor and the affective.
Yeah. How are you going to rank?
Rank 1 is the cognitive skills. Rank 2 is the psychomotor. Cognitive skills because it is part of that our thinking skills. Therefore, thinking skills will help the students in acquiring knowledges and skills. Next is the psychomotor, which is the physical, the application of the skills they are acquired. And last is the affective. That's all.
So, meaning the two domains, the cognitive and psychomotor over affective. Yun yung mauna. Ano po? Yeah, I respect your answer. Sige, thank you very much, Dr. Kenji.
Mr. Bitago,
Yes, po.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's my question. What do you think are the core skills and qualities that students look for in teachers? I repeat, what are the core skills and qualities that students look for in teachers?
In my opinion, sir, the students are looking for teachers who are considerate, who are considering their students as their learner, that not just for teaching them in schools, but teaching them teachers that can mold them, their personality totally.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Chair? Sir Chan? Okay.
Yes, Dr. Kenji, thank you very much.
Sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much to our applicant, Mr. Ronel Bitago, for the responses. Let's proceed with, we will just call you then if, with regard to the result of the interview, if you pass the interview, so that we can be able to hire you then, okay? Just wait for that. So let's proceed with the next interviewee. We have Mr. Ron Andre Ailion. Hello, Ron. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po, sir.
How are you, Ron and Mr. Ron Andre?
I'm fine po, sir.
You're fine.
Doing well.
How does it feel that you are in an interview this afternoon?
A little bit nervous po.
You're a little bit nervous. This is good. It's good to be nervous when you're in an interview, meaning to say your heart is ready to answer these questions from the panel of interviewers. Okay. So since you are applying for a teaching job as a PLE teacher here in our school, Mr. Ron, I'd like to ask you this question. Um, what do you dislike most about teaching?
For me, I dislike the most when I, I do my best to let my student or my learners to understand what I am expressing, but they have a hard time to get or get what I am talking about. This was
So that's one of the things that you dislike most about teaching. How are you going to handle these students if they're not able to get or acquire or catch the information or the learning that you have facilitated to them? How are you going to deal with them?
I'm going to find another way or solutions to let them understand my thoughts or ideas well. Or I will simply look for another kind of teaching po sir. Another kind way.
So you will look for another way how to teach them.
Yes po sir.
When you were in college, were you able to learn different strategies and techniques?
No po sir.
No. So you only learn one or two techniques when you were in college?
I mean sir, about the different way. I will deliver the lesson or ideas with in an interesting way
Hmm.
where I found where my students find it interesting.
Supposing I am one of your students, Mr. Ron, and how do you convince me, or how do you motivate? How can you motivate me to participate in your class? And let's say your subject, the subject matter in electrical technology, let's say um, series circuit. How are you going to facilitate the topic in such a way that I can be able to become much more motivated to learn from that?
First, I will show to you sir the ways on how to circulate the series connections, and later on I will let you to do it yourself.
Hmm. So you're going to show me, then I'm going to do the next after you have shown me.
Yes po sir.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Ron.
Okay, sir.
Sir Nick.
Yeah, thank you very much po, sir. And to Sir Ron Andre Aileon.
Yes po
How
sir.
are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Not
Okay.
a little bit time.
For you, sir. Yeah. What are the top most qualities make a great teacher and why?
I think the top qualities of a great teacher is being dedicated of dedicated dedicated person, because dedication in one thing will surely let you let you reach what are your goals.
Um, yeah. And the same question yung tinanong ko kay Mr. Ronel. If you're going to rank with regards to the domains that the students need to develop, yung cognitive, psychomotor, and affective, ano yung ranking mo doon? How are you going to rank those domains?
First, I will going to rank the cognitive, then next is the psychomotor, then Lastly, mm, yun po sir.
So
The,
meaning, yeah, you'll be giving most focus on developing the cognitive and psychomotor domains of your students over the affective domain, or um, developing the character of students.
yes po sir.
Why?
Because the affective domain is will the student can develop the affective domain outside the school or in real life experiences, but inside the school the psychomotor and cognitive is much more important to focus po sir.
Thank you very much, Sir Ron, and I respect your answer as to the ranking. Kung ano yung maunang kailangang i-develop to your students. Thank you very much, Doc Hench.
Hello, Mr. Aileon.
Good afternoon po sir.
I'm bothered. What was your on your feedback? May background music, may background sounds. May static, ano ba? What are you using?
May electric fan po sir. Sorry po sir.
Okay, sige. Pwede pa-off mo na madali kasi medyo masakit sa tenga eh.
Opo sir.
Madali lang.
Wait.
After nito, sige, balik mo.
Akala ko nga, Doc Hench, may ilog.
Oo, akala ko nag-outing. Sige. Here's my question, Mr. Ano yun? Aileon, sorry. What are some of the current issues in education that needs to be addressed or needing attention? What do you think are some of the issues in education that needs to be addressed or needing attention?
For me sir, one of the issue that need to address is the bullying po sir. Bullying of the students po sir with each other, because some student find it a serious issue that that leads them to stop their studies because they have experiencing bullying every day, or every class, every day po sir.
So as a teacher, how are going to what are you going to do about
As a-
students who are victim of bullying?
As a teacher, I will share the ideas, and I will let my students to understand what are the bad effects of bullying to the studies, and what are the ways to prevent it po sir.
Thank you, Mr. Aileon. Mr. Chair, thank you. I'm done.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kenji and Sir Nick, for that questions. And thank you very much, Mr. Ron and Ray and Yon, for the responses. Let's proceed to the next applicant, Mr. Gerry.
Sorry po, sir.
Mr.
Okay na po ba, sir?
Miss Roslyn Marceliana. Hello, how are you, Ma'am Rose?
Okay lang po, sir, pero kinakabahan po.
Kinakabahan. It's okay. Maganda yung minsan kinakabahan tayo.
Yes po.
Ibig sabihin, ready tayo para sa mga tanong na yun. Okay. So you are applying as a TLE teacher, major in electrical technology in our school. Do you know the background of the school? Have you read materials about the school that
Since,
you're applying for?
since Busit Elementary School Busit High School is my alma mater, and I know that this school molded students um, of who and what are they now. And I want to serve this school because I know how good teachers in molding students, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for that response. And I'd like to ask you this question, Ms. Roslyn. What do you believe is the place for technology in the classroom?
Our world is being modernized, and technology plays a big part in our lives. As a as a electrical technology teacher, I can teach students on the basic basic knowledge that that I acquired during my college days. That's it, sir.
Pwede ba pwede bang mapanood namin yung ano, pinapanood ninyo diyan?
Ay, sir, sa labas po yun, sir. Nasa, ano po kami, nasa apartment po. Ay, nasa boarding house po kami, sir.
Okay. Yung sa election ba
Yung
'yon?
mga nagkaano po kasi yun sa election.
Baka meron na. Mari kayong lumabas muna para kunin yung sa inyo.
Ay, wala man, sir. Mahina po dito sa amin.
Mahina. Oo. Sige.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ms. Roslyn,
Yes, po, sir.
for that response. Yes, Sir Nick, ikaw na po.
Sige. As a teacher, Roslyn, di ba? Now, on Monday, actually, election.
Yes po, sir.
How are you going to promote vote buying tuloy? Yeah, that we need to, di ba? Bakit vote buying na kagad? Yeah, in connection to the upcoming election. Paano dito papasok yung role ng teacher regarding vote buying?
Sir, I respect everyone's opinion on choosing their leaders. And as a future teacher, I can promote, I can give advices not only for my friends and family. Syempre, mahilig tayo sa pasahan ng message. I will educate them that please vote wisely. Pag-aralan yung mga qualifications ng magiging leaders natin kasi choosing the leaders of our country is like choosing the future of our of the younger generation of our country. Kasi kung if we choose tawag dyan, leaders na alam na natin na ang yung qualifications nila hindi papasok sa pagiging leader, why vote them? Kaya much better na kapag during election, during votation, or before the votation day, mas okay na paghandaan natin, magbasa tayo ng mga facts about the mga kandidato, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Marceliana, regarding your stand about the coming election and doon sa tinatawag nating vote buying. And eto, isa na lang. Do you agree with me na yung trabaho ng pagiging teacher ay hindi lang natatapos sa loob ng classroom?
Yes, sir. Kahit saan po ang pagiging teacher ay may dadala niyo po. Kahit sa bahay, kahit sa kalsada. Kasi ang teacher, ang pagiging teacher ay kailangan ipakita yung mga tamang ginagawa, yung mga karapat-dapat, at iwasan natin yung mga maling gawain, sir.
Yeah, with that, are you still motivated to be a teacher considering na ang
Yes,
daming
sir.
tasks?
Yes, sir. Because this is my passion. This is what I am interested of.
Sige. Maybe we can consider However, we need only one. Ano po? Sige. Thank you very much, Doc Hench.
Thank you, Sir Nick. Miss Marceliana, can you hear me?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. Here's my question. If I walk into your classroom, let's say I'm the principal. If
Okay
I
po,
walk
sir.
into your classroom during an outstanding lesson, what would I see and hear? I repeat,
Pardon po, sir.
if I walk into your classroom during an outstanding lesson, what would I see and hear from you?
I am not an effective teacher, sir. I cannot handle well my students. They are not interested in what I am discussing, what I am sharing with them. So, pwede mong masabi, sir, na I am not an effective teacher. Pwede, you can say that I am inefficient kasi nagagawa ko yung role ko as as a teacher na nagti-teach sa students, pero they are not interested, so I am not an effective teacher, sir.
Then why should we hire you if you're not an effective teacher?
Sir, the question is only possibility, sir. We will see it if you hired me as a senior high school, as a teacher of your school, sir.
Because based what you've said, diba? Let's say we hire you. You are now part of our institution. Then part of the responsibility of the principal is to monitor and check the quality is and see if the quality of learning is being imparted to the students. So, based on your answer kanina, parang it seems to me that you are not confident na let's say we hire you but you are not you parang ayaw mong i-monitor ka namin or tingnan for a positive criticisms or help you with your delivery of the lessons. So I'm confused.
But sir, I am willing to learn, sir. I am willing to undergo training, sir, to
Sir,
improve
Sir
myself, sir,
Chan,
as a
Sir Chan, I'm done
teacher.
with my question.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Kenji and Sir Nick, and thank you very much, Ms. Roslyn, for responding to the questions of Sir Ramnik and Sir Kenji. We will just update you as to the result of the interview. Okay, so let's proceed to the next. Mr. Joshua. Sorry, we have Miss Jessa.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Okay, how are you, Jessa?
I'm a little bit nervous po.
You're a little bit nervous. Okay, so you're applying for the position as TLE teacher, major in electrical technology in this school. My question to you, Jessa, is how are you going to promote voluntarism in your class?
I'm going to promote volunteerism in my class po in a way na, can I speak in Tagalog po? In a way po na, like they are willing po na hindi po sila napipilitan dahil po sa sinabi ko na parang kailangan po nila to para sa grade or what, but they are willing po na gawin yan kasi yun po yung gusto nila. Like, I'm gonna ask them po if they are willing to do this or that, and if they are not po, then I'll respect their decision po.
Follow up to that question, Ms. Jessa, what specific activities, academic activities that you might be able to consider to implement in your class in order to promote voluntarism among your students?
I think po, mas okay if I'm gonna give them something po na makaka-collaborate po sila. And then, dun po sa parang activities na yan, dun po nila may bibigay yung parang yung suggestions nila or yung ideas nila para po ma-promote po yung voluntarism sa class po.
Okay. Thank you very much for that response, Ms. Chessa. Sir Nate, do you have question to Ms. Chessa?
Yes po, sir. Hello, Jessa.
Hello po.
Kamusta ngayon si Jessa?
Po, kinakabahan po.
Bakit naman kinakabahan? Pulang-pula ka ngayon.
Ayun po.
Sige. I'd like to share with you this one, and I'd like you to react. Ano? Yan, Chessa. How will you react on that meme?
Oh,
Yeah. Nabasa mo ba? Nababasa mo?
yes po.
Sige, pakibasa nga. Jessa with
Moving-
feelings.
Moving out? No, just a teacher taking home some papers to grade.
Ayan. Are you ready with that? Or are you going to explain that, Ma'am Jessa SPL?
I think po, yung picture po or yung meme po, parang nag-i-indicate po siya na yung trabaho po ng teacher, hindi lang po siya natatapos sa school po. Kasi po, karamihan po sa teachers, yung trabaho po nila, dinadala po nila sa kanilang bahay po para tapusin po. Like, pag mag-check po ng exam, kasi po hindi po enough yung oras nila sa school. Kasi po, pag nasa school, nagtuturo sila or nagmo-monitor. Then, pag may exam po or quizzes, dun po nila, parang after po ng work nila, dun sa bahay nila po na nagagawa yung mga pag-check po, ganun, pag-evaluate po.
With that statement, Ma'am Jessa SPL, are you ready on that context?
Yes po, since I was a kid po, I want to become someone po na parang makakatulong po not just academically but parang magkaroon po ng impact personally sa buhay ng isang student. So, I'm willing po kahit po alam ko na masyado maraming gagawin.
Okay, sige. So, pakiready na lang ng mga sako mo, Miss Jess SPL, because there are lots of paper na kailangan mong i-check. So, thank you very much, Ma'am Jessa. Doc Hench.
Thank you po.
Mrs. Piel,
Hello po, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes po.
Okay. Here's my question. As a teacher, Miss Piel, what is your teaching style? Tell us more about it.
My teaching style po, it depends on what my students want. Like, for example po, there are students na mas preferred nila yung video presentation. Some po, yung gusto nila yung may sinusulat ka or something like that po. But
Continue.
para po sa akin, mas effective po if mixed po yung gagamitin kong style. Kasi po, some students po ay naboboard if puro lang po ako salita, ganon, or puro lang po ako pasulat sa kanila. Some students po, mas nai-entertain po sila if may napapanood silang video and then discussion po after.
Okay. Mr. Chair?
Thank you very much, Dr. Kenji and Sir Nick, for the questions. And thank you very much, Ms. Jessa, for responding to that questions. Okay.
Thank you po.
Let's proceed to the next. We have Mr. Joshua.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon po.
Hello, Mr. Joshua. How are you?
Okay naman po, sir.
Okay, it's good to know that you are okay. And I hope you are ready for the interview.
Medyo nervyos lang pa.
Okay. You need some water or
Hindi na po, sir. Okay na.
Minute for you to, you know, okay na
Okay
ba?
na. Yes po.
Okay. Sige. I'm just curious, Joshua, about your based on what I have read in your portfolio. What is the great or the biggest quality that you have right now for us to consider hiring you?
For me, sir, yung pinaka ano ko po, strength ko po is yung sinabi po kanina ni Ronel, bilang isang teacher po, kailangan positive thinker, and also napapractice din kung paano maging professional sa pagsasalita, or kung paano ka mag-interact sa ibang tao, especially po sa mga estudyante mo. And also po, marunong kang mag-adapt sa every situations, even kung mahirap yon or nakaka-pressure na sa iyo bilang isang teacher, kailangan ma-overcome mo yon. And for me, sir, being a teacher, kailangan na overcome yung pagiging kung nape-pressure ka na, kahit na tambak na yung mga ginagawa mo, but still namamanage mo pa din yung time mo kahit na napakahirap na yung sitwasyon. Para sa akin po, yun, isa yun sa quality ng pagiging isang teacher, and para din ma-hire sa position niyo po na ino-offer.
Okay. Relative to that also, I am also curious about your weaknesses. What is, let's say, a weakness that you can share with? That, of course, significant for us to know also as your, as your immediate supervisor, future immediate supervisor in the school, and how it will affect your role as a facilitator of learning inside the classroom.
Okay po. For me, sir, my weaknesses po, yung if-face po ako sa napakalaking crowd. Kasi po, based on my experience po, hindi pa po masyadong, kumbaga, well-experienced or well-trained. Syempre, nandun pa rin po yung pressure, yung nervyos, bilang kung paano ka mag-speak sa mga professionals, lalo na sa crowd po, lalo na sa maraming tao. And yun po yung weaknesses ko, yung confidence ko. So kailangan ko po ma-overcome din po yun sa pamamagitan ng pag-undergo ng maraming trainings, and hopefully po mas mabuild ko pa po yung confidence ko na yun bilang isang teacher sa school niyo po.
Yeah, we have diverse type of students in our school. Actually, we have students who came from, well-to-do families, and we also have students who came from, average families. And we have students, since we were actually promoting inclusive education in our school, we have diverse type of students. So are you afraid facing them?
No, sir. Because as a teacher, you must face different level of the students. Even their intelligence is, let's say, high. But as a teacher, you must face them professionally. Hindi ka magpapadala sa, ay, mayaman sila, kaya dapat ganito yung pag-treat mo sa kanila. So, syempre po, inclusivity, kailangan pantay-pantay po yung pag-treat mo sa kanila, and treat them as a student. Yung parang hindi po masyadong ahead sa iyo. Yun lang po.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joshua Ariola, for answering my questions. Sir Nick and Sir Kenj, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And hello, Sir Joshua Ariola. You're from?
Gabawan po, Gabawan Daraga Albay.
Okay. Sige. Nung nag-aaral ka pa ba, or yes, nag-aaral ka, Joshua, in your college years,
Yes po.
you observed also that there are students, di ba, na ang hirap paintindihin, di ba? Some ay hindi pumapasok, tama ba?
Yes po.
Meron kang kaklase na ganun before?
Yes po, sir.
Or even nung kaklase kayo online, meron di pumapasok online? Tama
Yes
po.
po.
Now you're applying for a teaching position, and given a chance na you'll be hired as our teacher, and their students na ganun nga are going to approach those students, di ba, who refuse to participate or miss school often.
Yes po, sir. Para sa akin po, yung mga ganong estudyante po, di ba, hindi natin kasi alam kung ano yung ini-experience nila bawat araw. So, kanya-kanyang estudyante po, kanya-kanyang tao may na-experience ng mga difficult situations sa kanilang buhay. So, bilang isang teacher, kailangan maging considerate po tayo, di ba po? Marami tayong strategy na pwedeng gawin para ma-reach out sila. Kasi napakahalaga po, di ba, ng knowledge and ng pag-aaral bilang isang kabataan, bilang isang estudyante. So, wag po nating kumbaga hayaan na mawalan sila ng karapatan para mag-aral dahil lang sa mga nakakahadlang, kumbaga nagtatrabaho or nawawala na ng interest. So, being a teacher, kailangan maging exemplars tayo sa kanila and maging motivation sa kanila yung pagiging nating mapilit na mag-aral sila ng mabuti and ipagpatuloy lang yung pag-aaral kahit na mahirap. So being more considerate will help them, sir, para mas ma-encourage pa din sila na mag-aral, magpatuloy ng pag-aaral.
Being considerate ba, ang minimin mo ay hayaan na lang natin sila na halimbawa kung sila ay nagtatrabaho and they miss the class often, ay gano'n na lang ba?
No, sir. I mean, sir, being considerate, which means you will do some different strategies. Kung hindi sila madala sa, halimbawa, pagpangungulit or binibigyan sila ng oras na gawin yung activity na napakaraming oras, di ba, pwede man po, di ba, sir, na, kumbaga, maghanap ng paraan para ma-contact sila personally. Tanungin kung bakit nawawalan sila ng time na mag-aral. So, sa ganoong paraan, nafe-feel ng students na, ay, mahalaga yung pag-aaral sa akin. And especially, minomotivate ako ng teacher ko na mag-aral. Kaya ipagpapatuloy ko to. Hindi ko hayaan na, ay, trabaho na lang pala ako. So, hindi ganun. Kailangan, may pa-feed pa rin natin sa kanila na mahalaga yung pag-aaral. Yun po.
In that sense, for you, Mr. Joshua Ariola,
Yes po.
who will adjust? The students or the teacher?
For me, sir,
I think those experience, skills, and
the teacher can adjust.
will fit in the
and
job
the
opportunity.
students also can adjust.
I live in
Kung
Legazpi City.
kayang
Job
mag-adjust ng
opportunity that
teacher
ano lang po,
sa napakahabang panahon,
Social, emotional learning.
maaring yung student na yun,
Okay. May I ask,
mahikayat pa rin
who is
na
your
mag-aral.
favorite teacher?
Pero sir, kung titingnan natin na ay wala na talagang chance na mahikayat pa,
Always in
so siguro sapat na yung pinakita natin na
a
effort
solution for that.
bilang isang teacher.
Thank you very much, Sir Joshua Ariola.
Yes po.
Your answers were considered. Doc Hench?
Okay, Mr. Ariola, here's my question.
Yes po.
How do you assess students' progress?
I assess our students' progress based from the activities that I give to them, like quizzes or mga practical works, and yun po, sir, mga summative tests or like performing tasks.
If there are students who seems having problem with your lessons or activities, is there any intervention that you do to help them improve their grades or to overcome this difficulty with the lesson or activity?
Sorry po sir sa ano.
Okay lang.
Sorry po sir, medyo maingay po yung background ko.
Okay lang, sige.
Para sa akin po sir, ang gagawin ko pong intervention is, yun nga, yung sa progress measures like yung indicators na ay kailangan yung students, ganito yung kuha. So, titingnan natin, ay bakit kaya hindi na-meet ng students natin yung ganitong mga gagawin nila. Kung saan sila mahina, so dun tayo po gagawa ng mga, wait lang po sir, patigilin ko lang po.
A few moments later.
Yes po sir. Ay, balik pa tayo po.
Sige.
Like po nung sinabi ko kanina, na kailangan po tingnan natin kung saan sila parte mahina. And dun po tayo gagawa ng mga activities na mas may enhance pa po kung saan talaga sila mahina. Yun po.
Mr. Chair, thank you, Mr. Ariola. Mr. Chair, I'm done.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kenji and Sir Nick, for the questions given to Mr. Joshua. And thank you very much, Sir Joshua, for responding to the questions raised by Dr. Kenji and Sir Romney. So just wait for the result of the interview. We'll just call you then if you are hired by the school to teach. Okay?
Yes po.
And lastly, thank you. And lastly, we have the last applicant, Mr. Gerry Delasco.
Good afternoon po.
Hello, Sir Gerry. Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine po, sir. Medyo kinakabahan po.
Medyo kinakabahan. Okay. Is this your first time to be on an interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this is your first time also to teach?
No, sir. Because in my high school, I used to teach some of my classmates.
Okay. So I hope you are now comfortable. And do you need water or maybe a few minutes for you to be comfortable?
No, sir.
So we can proceed with the interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. I'd like to ask your personal point of view as a teacher to this question. Are you or are you not in favor of joining unions in school? Did you get the question,
I think
Gerry?
no, I think, sir. Yeah, no. No, sir.
So you are not in favor of joining a union in a school?
Yes, sir.
Because,
sir,
yeah. Continue.
a teacher must be neutral on some, especially in politics. They have the right to choose their they have the right to choose their a group, but it is better to be neutral, especially on politics. Yes.
Sir Jerick, what is your personal point of view about a union?
it is all about joining in political context, sir.
Okay, joining in any political context. So, but it's okay for you to join an organization in school.
Yes, sir.
Because here in our school, we have Bicol University
Depends
Union
on
of Faculty Association. So it's okay for you not to join in that union.
I think yes, sir. But it depends on on the objectives of the group.
Okay. Anything that you would like to add?
Mm. Answer.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Sir Jeric. Sir Nick?
Yes, Sir Chan. Thank you very much po. Hello, Sir Gerry Delasco.
Hello po, sir.
Hindi ka masyadong kilala si Sir Gerry, and it's my first time also to see you. And so happened na virtual pa, Sir Gerry. Sir Jack, taga saan ka po ba, Sir Gerry?
Baris, Legazpi City po, sir. Malapit
Okay.
naman na rin po ako, sir.
Kamusta naman yung connection sa Bariis?
Medyo mahina po.
Okay. And masyadong malayo. Halimbawa, kung ikaw yung i-hire namin, ay malayo ka dito sa school. Di ba? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Sa EM's Barrio kami. Are you familiar with the school?
Opo.
And you are late kanina, tama po, nung nagsimula yung interview. Right?
Yes po.
Nasa Bariis ka at ikaw ay magtuturo sa EM's Barrio. So basically, pwedeng mahaba yung oras.
Yes po.
Okay, so ito ba ay makaka-apekto sa iyo if you will be hired, and the time is very much essential with regards to reporting to the class. Di ba? So how are you going to solve that problem? And kanina, as I observed, you are late pagdating sa interview. So what does it mean, Sir Gerry?
Sir, if in situation like that, sir, I can if I will be hired, I can fix my problem in connectivity, or I can go to I have a place to go in order to fix my connectivity, sir.
And do you agree with me, Sir Jeric, if I say that being punctual, pagdating doon sa pagre-report natin sa school, ay importante in the teaching profession? Do you agree with me, Sir Jeric?
Yes, sir.
Sige. Are you going to apply that, sir, in your profession?
Yes, sir. I meron naman po akong malapit na kamag-anak diyan na pwedeng tirahan po na malapit po sa school.
And then?
So that I can pass my on time the records.
Pero hindi naman yon totally yung or hindi nakapaloob lang doon sa kontekstong yon na you are reporting on time to the school. Tama po? Ganun ba yun, Sir Jeric? About punctuality?
No, sir. At least...
Sige po. Ano pa? Ano pa po, sir?
hindi lang po yung on time, at least mas maganda po pagka maayos yung pagkaka um, pag nagbibigay po ng record, at least maayos po yung pagkakasort ng ginawa po sa school.
Sige, Sir Gerry, thank you very much for your responses. And I recognize those answers. Doc Hench?
Thank you, Sir Nick. Mr. Ariola, Mr. Velasco, I'm sorry. Mr. Velasco, can you hear me? Mr. Velasco? Wala.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's my question.
Yes, sir.
I want to know you more. Can you follow? Can you hear me? Mr. Velasco? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want to know you more. I want to know, tell me about your, what do you call this? Can you describe your classroom management structure?
I think I would like to have a classroom that punctual students and sir, pardon, sir. Can you repeat the questions? How I will have a classroom with good environment and healthy teaching to students and a punctual and healthy environment in classrooms.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Kenji and Sir Nick. And thank you very much, Sir Gerry, for the responses given to the questions raised by two of our panel members. Okay, so this ends the interview for this batch of applicants. We will be hiring one among you here who will be with us and join the team for as TLE teacher who will teach electrical technology. So we'll just update then who among the the applicants for this batch got the item. But at any rate, congratulations everyone for the successful interview conducted. And I hope that you will have that or develop the confidence more in the next, especially for those who will not be hired. Continue to develop that sense of confidence within you. Okay? So, Dr. Kenj, ano na po yung gagawin nila ngayon?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Sige.
Zombie apocalypse.